Welcome to our mini documentary on taxation, an essential pillar of macroeconomics. But what exactly is taxation? Simply put, taxation is the process by which governments collect money from individuals and businesses to fund public services and infrastructure, like roads, education, healthcare, and national defense. But taxation is more than just revenue collection. It's also a powerful economic tool. Taxes influence how people work, spend, and invest. They help maintain economic stability, promote growth, and reduce income inequality. In this documentary, we'll explore the different types of taxes, their purposes, and how governments use taxation to manage economic conditions. From income taxes to sales taxes, each one plays a unique role in shaping the economy and impacts our daily lives more than we may realize.
You always hear about the tax, but why do we actually pay it? Firstly, taxes help fund public services such as schools, hospitals, and the police. Services are important to ensure everyone's basic needs are met. Secondly, taxation supports the development of infrastructure like roads and public transport, which improve connectivity and support economic growth. Next, taxation is used to reduce inequality.
Have put hundreds of thousands of Malaysians into poverty. The Household Income and Basic Amenities Survey Report 2019 showed that over 200,000 households from the M40 group fell into the B40 group, and the hardcore poor more than doubled to 1% of the population. At the same time though, the percentage of wealth owned by the shrinking T20 group actually increased by 0.4%. In 2007, the BEEBK National Poverty Data Bank was developed to centralize the profile of the poor and the hardcore poor. Rather than each ministry having their own database, BEEBK allowed for interagency cooperation, just like Prima, My Deposit, and the Youth Housing Scheme that help first-time house buyers to get on the property.
Issues in Malaysia's taxation system. Taxes are essential for national development, but Malaysia's tax system faces several long-standing challenges. Tax evasion and shadow economy. A large part of the economy runs under the radar. Small traders avoid taxes and cash payment make income hard to monitor. Overdependence on direct taxes. Malaysia relies heavily on direct taxes. During economic slumps, this can lead to significant revenue shortfalls. Narrow tax base. Only a small portions of Malaysians contribute to income tax. This narrows the base and puts more burden on fewer people. GST reversal. The introduction and removal of GST in just 3 years caused uncertainty and reduced government revenue. With a fairer and more efficient tax system, Malaysia can build a better future for all.
Another purpose is to stabilize the economy and help control inflation and unemployment during economic fluctuations. Lastly, taxes are also used to regulate behavior. For example, higher taxes on products like tobacco and alcohol can discourage unhealthy habits and reduce consumption. So, next time you pay the tax, remember it's not just the money gone, it's money building our future.
What are the types of taxes? Taxes are mainly of two types: direct taxes and indirect taxes. Direct tax is a tax levied directly on income earned. For example, income tax, real property tax, personal property tax, or taxes on assets. Indirect taxes are typically added to the prices of goods or services. Goods and services tax, GST, excise tax, and customs duty are examples of indirect taxes. Income tax is a tax paid on many sources of income you might earn, like the taxes taken directly from your paycheck. Income taxes are major sources of revenue for the federal government in many states. Property taxes generate revenue at the local level. They provide funding for everything from parks to public safety services to additional funding for schools. Tax is levied on corporations' profits, collected by a government. Stamp duty is levied on legal, commercial, and financial transactions. An excise tax is levied on specific goods or services at the time they are purchased. Duty is a tariff or tax, to use a more familiar term, that is imposed on goods when they are transported across international borders.
Taxes are the backbone of any economy. They fund development, influence spending, and shape business decisions. But managing them wisely is key. A well-structured tax system enables economic growth by funding essential services, healthcare, education, infrastructure. When tax revenue is stable, governments can invest in long-term development, benefiting businesses and citizens alike. Taxes also promote equality. Progressive tax policies ensure higher earners contribute more, reducing wealth gaps and fostering social stability. But if taxes are poorly managed, they can backfire. High taxes discourage investment in business expansion, leading to lower job creation. Some tax systems, like indirect taxes, SST, disproportionately impact low-income groups, making essentials more expensive for those who can least afford them. In short, taxation is a balancing act. Well-planned taxes drive growth and equality, but poor tax policies can hold economies back. How should Malaysia fine-tune its tax system for the future?
A lot of ideas have been put forward by economists and politicians for how to improve Malaysia's tax system. One of the major suggestions is to bring back the Goods and Services Tax, or GST. A lot of experts believe that the GST was a better and more open system than the current Sales and Services Tax, even though it was thrown out in 2018 because of public protest. This is true as long as it is done in a more open way and the public is informed properly. Also, internet services in Malaysia, such as Netflix, Shopee, and Grab, already have to pay taxes. This digital tax could affect more online stores and sites from other countries that do business in the country. Another important goal is to make people more aware of their tax responsibilities. The Inland Revenue Board, LHDN, is pushing the MyTax online system and having educational programs to make it easier for people to file and understand their taxes. Furthermore, a progressive tax system might make things more fair and less unequal by making people with higher incomes pay more and people with lower incomes pay less. These changes could make the economy stronger and more stable for everyone in Malaysia.
As we've seen today, taxation plays a vital role in shaping Malaysia's future. From funding infrastructure to supporting public services, taxes are crucial in building a strong, sustainable economy. But we also face challenges such as tax evasion and inefficiencies in collection. Moving forward, it's essential that we continue to improve our system, ensuring fairness and transparency. Remember, taxes aren't just a financial obligation. They're an investment in our nation's growth and prosperity. Together, we can make a difference.